It's a gray Sunday here at Larkin Field at Southern New Hampshire University in Manchester, New Hampshire, but it's also a championship Sunday here for women's soccer in the Northeast 10.
Season matchup against Franklin Pierce, came back in the second half and won that game as well. So if they fall behind in this one, they know how to fight their way back into the game.
Swung to the near side for the senior Fasanello, looking for options, chips it down the line. Held on to there and deflected forward for Lewis. She's scored in each of the playoff games so far. Centering pass broken up. Here's a shot. Peliquin, she scores! And just like that, Southern New Hampshire's on the board. Miranda Peliquin. Not even a minute 30 in gets Southern New Hampshire on top.
Again, good work from Roy's there, or excuse me, Sylvia in midfield. Won the ball back, took the simple pass, kept possession for Southern New Hampshire.
Lewis knocks this one down, tries to keep it in play, sending it back along the goal line. Peliquin tries to turn. Here's Peliquin, a left-footed shot that's deflected in! It went in off of Turmo, and it's 2-0 Penmen.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate there. Good job by Benson keeping that play alive, putting the ball back into the danger area, and then just deflected off the thigh of Turmo. And you can see her turn immediately and hope that this ball just went wide of this left-hand post.
And you can see Turmo right in front. Yep, tried to knock it over the top. Goes off her left knee and in.
And you can see the positioning of the Southern New Hampshire backline. They've been excellent so far tonight. They've pretty much been in lockstep with one another. When one gets pulled out of position, they're covering for each other. Very rarely have they been beaten in one-on-one matchups as well.
Tavares tries to cut it back. Salmon gets a hand on it. Still loose in the box. A shot and a score. Cozano cleaned it up. Salmon couldn't knock it away cleanly. And Franklin Pierce is back in it, down a goal.
Yeah, just not enough on the clearance from Salmon, and Cozano was Johnny on the spot there. Tough finish with her weaker foot. Was able to put it in the corner and cut the lead to 1. That's a huge goal for Franklin Pierce. It was all Southern New Hampshire through the first 20-25 minutes of this half, but they've slowly battled back into the game. This is a great finish under pressure, too.
Diving effort by Salmon. Got a touch on the cross from Tavares. Royce and Romano were both in the area, but Cozano had a step on both. Pereira just missed the crossbar in the tail end of the first half. Ravens trying to find the equalizer here on a free kick from Gabby Pereira. Little chip, too high.
Yeah, never came back down. Was trying to put topspin on it over top of the wall.
Pereira's entry in toward the box. Turmo going after it, knocked away from her and cleared by Benson.
Yeah, and that right there might just be tired legs. Cozano's put in a pretty hefty shift this evening, and it gets harder to just make those fine adjustments on the ball when your legs are tired.
Samantha Rodriguez, the wingback, all the way forward here. De Silva chips it in towards Salmon. She'll knock it down off the high hop. Sylvia wins that header and volleys it back across midfield into the final 10 seconds.
9, 8,
Lewis
7,
wins another
6,
header forward.
5, 4, 3.
Time has run
2,
out on Franklin Pierce,
1.
and Southern New Hampshire, for the first time in 5 years, champions of the Northeast 10. The Penmen bench pours out to celebrate with senior Paige Salmon.
Here with Trish Lewis, the MVP for Southern New Hampshire today. A lot of emotion. I saw you embrace your head coach for a while there before you came on air. What was the emotion when that clock hit 000?
It was just a surreal feeling. Like, I can't even explain it. Been here for 5 years, and this is all I've worked for an NE-10 championship, and doing it with him too. I have a lot of history with him, so it means a lot to me, and we're ready for the NCAAs now. I can't even explain it right now.
It seemed like you covered every blade of this AstroTurf today. You put in quite a shift up top. What was your goal in this game up top, being one of the centerpieces for the Southern New Hampshire attack?
Just doing my job, creating opportunities for other people or myself, just working hard, trying to get to every ball. So just the simple things, doing my job. I'll have to just say that.
You mentioned the NCAA tournament. You guys are automatic qualifiers. What's the goal moving on to the national stage?
Just going to take one game at a time. we'll like to go far in it, but just take one game at a time. It's a lot of our first experience there, so it's just take our one game at a time.
Well, congratulations. You put in a great shift. Go enjoy this with your team.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you. Go Penman.
We'll bring on the head coach here. Coach, I saw you and your coaching staff. It was an emotional moment at the end of the game. You guys embraced for a while. What was it like knowing that you had taken home the first championship for this program in multiple years?
I'm just, very proud of the kids and all the work that they put in this year. We went through a lot over the last couple of seasons, and these guys have bought in from day one, right? They believed in the staff and our philosophy and our methods, and they never doubted us. And it's nice to see that they get a major reward.
Your team's defensive record this year was off the charts, and watching this game, all 11 players on the field defend as one unit. What do you try to impart on your team to get that unity on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I think our philosophy overall on both sides of the ball is to just that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, right? No one stands out above anybody else. No one works harder than anybody else. Everybody should do their job, and when that happens, good things are going to happen, and chances are we're going to get the results. And the performances over the whole entire year, both offensively and defensively, have been just tremendous. I'm so proud of them, and I can't say enough about them.
What are some of the areas that you're going to really drive home as a coaching staff heading into the national tournament?
I think we just need to keep believing, It's the first time for a lot of our players, Our staff has a little bit of experience in the postseason, but, it's up to us to continue to prepare them properly and just continue to do what we've been doing all season, and that should, stand us in good stead.
Coach, congratulations on a championship, an outstanding season, and best of luck moving forward on the national stage.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to Ben in the booth to close out the game here on the Northeast 10 Network.